What is up, guys? EJ here, back with another video. And today it's going to be my DVD update for March 7th, 2013. So I've got 10 new films to show you, all animation. This sort of completes my animation collection pre-2012. I haven't bought any of the new animated movies from last year. There's at least 5 or 6 that I want to get. But this sort of completes my animation collection up to that point. A little bit of everything, some Disney, some anime. So let's get started. Up first we have The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad from 1949, one of Disney's sort of unknown early films. I haven't seen this in forever. It was my first introduction to The Legend of Sleepy Hollow when I was a kid. Narrated by Basil Rathbone and Bing Crosby. Also features The Wind in the Willows, The Adventures of Mr. Toad, obviously. I also got this from the Disney Movie Awards Club, and that's why I was able to get the special Halloween cover art. There's the gold collection cover, but I like this cover art a lot better, the slipcover. Pretty badass. Okay, up next, speaking of slipcovers, because I don't like the slipcover that much, I also picked up The Black Cauldron from 1985, the 21st anniversary edition, and I don't like the slipcover because of the whole Halloween stencil thing, and it's really thick because of it too. Here's the stencil thing. But The Black Cauldron is a film I remember watching when I was a kid. Haven't seen it in forever, and I probably get parts of it mixed up with The Sword and the Stone, one of my other favorite Disney animated films when I was a kid. Sort of similar stories from what I remember, but I don't remember much about the Black Cauldron, except that I do remember it watching it when I was a child. Okay, up next, more recent film. I picked up Bolt from 2008. Fun movie about a sort of super dog on TV that becomes a real-life hero, featuring the voices of John Travolta and Miley Cyrus. I do remember liking the hamster and the ball a lot from this movie. Fun movie again, cool slipcover. So that's Bolt. Okay, up next I picked up anime classic, and that's Grave of the Fireflies from 1988. Directed by Aieso Takahata, I believe his name. I always get the Japanese names mixed up. Yeah, Aieso Takahata, co-founder of Ghibli Studios, or Ghibli Studios, along with Hayao Miyazaki, the great anime director who I'll get to in a moment. But Grave of the Fireflies, great film set during World War II. About a young boy and his younger sister sort of struggling in the aftermath of the fire bombings in Japan during the war. Yeah, just a great, beautiful looking film. One of the great early anime classics. Okay, up next, a couple of sequels to a popular series that I don't really love, to be honest. I picked up Ice Age: The Meltdown. Take the rest of I hate that it always sticks to the spine. Like if it's an old DVD edition, they tend to stick. I like the first Ice Age, but I can sort of do without the sequels. The only stuff I really like from the sequels is all the scenes with Scrat, of course. Scrat is awesome. But Ice Age: The Meltdown from 2006. I do like some of the characters. I like Diego the Sabretooth, voiced by Dennis Leary, and John Leguizamo is funny in parts. I'm not a fan of Ray Romano, I never have been. So that's Ice Age: The Meltdown. Also picked up Ice Age: Dawn of the Dinosaurs from 2009. Again, I like the stuff with Scrat. I wasn't a fan of the addition of Queen Latifah, who I believe is in this as sort of the female mammoth. And I'll also be picking up Ice Age Continental Drift on Blu-ray, which came out last year, but that'll be in my sort of 2012 animation update, hopefully. So those are the two Ice Age sequels. I already have the first Ice Age. Okay, moving on. We have Kiki's Delivery Service from 1989, um, directed by Hayao Miyazaki. Like I talked about earlier, Studio Ghibli film. I'm not sure when this was re-released with sort of the American voice cast. I believe in the late 90s, 97, something like that. But it features Kirsten Dunst, Janine Garofalo, um, who else? Phil Hartman and Debbie Reynolds. Story of a young girl who's training to be a witch. Um, Usually, all these films feature very cool and weird visuals, sort of a trippy fantasy style that Hayao Miyazaki has in pretty much all his films. They're all pretty much sort of the same, sort of Japanese fantasy. It's very interesting, very bright and colorful, and usually very good and heartwarming stories. Okay, moving on. Sort of a Disney classic from the late 90s. And that's Mulan from 1998. Cool. I like the slipcover on this one, even though it's very tight. My God. Yeah, Mulan. Really cool film, great animation about a Chinese princess who wants more than sort of a boring royal life. Joins the imperial army to take over for her father. It's been ages since I've seen this, but yeah, from what I remember, one of sort of the last very good hand-drawn Disney animated films. So that's Mulan. Okay, great. Now they all just fell. My pile. Next we have My Neighbor Totoro from 1988. Again, from the Studio Ghibli and Hayao Miyazaki. Voice cast features Tim Daly, Dakota Fanning, Elle Fanning, and Lea Salonga. I don't know who that is. Again, one of these films got re-released, I believe in maybe the early 2000s for this one. But again, great visuals. This one has a slipcover, which is nice. Yeah, great sort of Japanese animated style of fantasy. Yeah, really good film. Okay, last but not least, another Disney late 90s sort of classic, and that's Tarzan from 1999. Been a while since I've seen this, but of course the classic tale based on the Edgar Rice Burroughs book about Tarzan, sort of young ape man raised by gorillas, and then when humans get involved and clash with the jungle. Very good film. Great animation. I always remember the shot of where Tarzan sort of swings onto the branch and then looks back. I always remember that shot from the trailer, and that's like the big moment of this film that I always remember seeing. Music by Phil Collins, of course. Yeah, so good Disney film from the late 90s. So those are the 10 films. And let me just organize the pile that dropped. So let me know if you've seen any of these and what you think of them. 10 great animated movies, sort of completing my animation collection up to 2012. So thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.
Bond. James Bond.